Hey, good morning, Alessandro Claudio, Electrorep. Good morning, Natsa. Good morning, guys. Sunday morning, let's have a coffee. Raul, Mark, good morning. Morning, guys. Silvio, Natsa, Java, good morning. Tom, good morning. Dad, good morning. Henry, good morning. Mr. Mario, Natsa. Yeah, Diana, she's good. Mike, morning. I got more serious on the ham radio. I done a lot of changes. I think I'm gonna go competitive. Yeah, so very soon you'll see me on the contest. Uh, yeah, I don't want this channel to mess up with ham radio. Uh, already I have another channel, but I didn't upload any content. But anyway, I'm on the hobby and I'm deep in this hobby. Good morning, McGivers. Good morning. How are you this Sunday? I'm fantastic. It's a beautiful weather outside. Having a coffee with you guys. Laptop is nuts. I do have a radio channel. I made it like for years, but no content there. So I'm planning to stream and um, do ham radio, like live ham radio, and also I'm planning for contesting. Your hand is okay. Yeah, check that. It's nearly fixed. Yeah, it's nearly fixed. Yeah, all good. Here I still have a, a, a piece of of my finger missing. But it's still okay. Yeah, it's okay. It's everything is going fine. I love to see radio repairs. Uh, Radio repairs. Probably you know simple radio repairs, but I found out actually on my radio I have a board. I put the board myself. Yeah, I bought it and I put it there. So I have a straight output to the SDR. Now the SDR, yeah, I took out my old SDR, which is there somewhere. Yeah, you can see I have a switch. I connected the switch. Let me show you. Now I test the RSPDX against the AirSpy HF Plus Discovery, and I'm waiting for the RX888, yeah, another top SDR to test them all three on a splitter. Yeah. But till now, the AirSpy, it's over even over my radio, yeah, 7300, like the sensitivity wise speaking. Yeah, so I'm quite impressed about that SDR. I'm just saying I'm trying to get some top of the top things. Sean, good morning from Belfast. Good morning. Where we accept rears. Rears. This is a new word for me. Not sure what rears mean. Good morning. Andrei, Sholmai Patri, da. Hello from Poland. Good morning. Have you tried HackRF? No. I'm speaking about the best of the best. Yeah, that's what I'm speaking about. Best of the best, Mike. And best of the best from on this point is the AirSpy, is the RSPDX, and the RX888. You have to understand we are speaking about low noise floor, sensitivity, yeah, stuff like that, noise reduction. Ibai, good morning. I have a customer who ripped off a connector on a car radio, ripped off legs from the original. You have to solder 50 wires? That looks like fun. Good morning. Mr. Robot, I was so pissed off, when the episode 5 ended. I mean, it's you wait 1 week for an episode, then it's becoming more interesting, and suddenly it's ended. Yeah, but I seen it. Obviously, I was like watching the file list and waiting for the episode to be uploaded. Yeah, I didn't expect this turn. I was really thinking that Dexter it will stick with the Lady Vengeance, but it looks like she doesn't have a code. She's just enjoying killing. Cole, good morning. So I can't wait for the next Thursday, Friday to see the next episode. But it's insane. I mean, I really like it. Gabriel Natsa, good morning, guys. I have a hard time soldering back big chips. Can you give me some advices? Bit Doctor. I made a video about replacing chipset. So up to that size, you can follow that kind of guide or tutorial. But bigger than a chipset, I didn't replace bigger than a chipset. So if you are speaking about CPUs, GPUs, no, I can't help you with that. Maria, thank you very much for the member. Thank you. Thank you, Maria. Beautiful name. Thank you. Good morning, guys. Good morning. Lot of people today. Germany, good morning. A lot of ham radio people from Germany. Good morning. Not that big like VRAM. VRAM. I mean, what kind of soldering guide do you want for a VRAM? I have videos like, reflowing the RAM chips, which are about the same size with the VRAM. I mean, that's not like a big chip. It's just a regular chip. You can't have problems to something like that. VRAM. When you buy a VRAM, it already has the solder balls. You just put the chip there. You hold it with the tweezer. What I'm usually doing, if you see in my videos, like with any chip, I'm hitting the chip till the moment I feel the chip is stuck. Okay, then I take the tweezer, and with the hot air, I'm hitting and watching for the chip to move by itself. So in that moment, I know it's solder. Pister, thank you very much. Thank you for the member. Thank you. Took off my first Type-C connector this week. GG then. Yeah. That's how it's starting. FLRN, good morning. Morning, guys. What's your advice for extreme beginner to learn electronics? What's the way? Look, I'm planning. I mean, you have to forgive me, yeah, because I'm still delaying this, but it will not be that much delay. I'm planning for some tutorials, and it will happen. Now I got crazy about the ham radio stuff, but I'm planning to do it. But the idea for an extreme beginner to learn electronics, it's all you have to do is a good base. Yeah, that's all. I like. Okay, a good car, a good chassis, yeah, and wheels, and that's the base. Yeah. So to learn electronics, all is spinning around. Everything repairs electronics is spinning around the Ohm law. So as soon as you understand the Ohm law, don't learn it. It will not gonna help you if you learn the formula. You have to understand the Ohm law. So as soon as you understand the Ohm law, then everything is clear. So that puzzle, it will, it will make sense. Ohm law, that's all. But to understand, not to learn it. So as soon as you understand the connection between current, volts and resistance, then everything, it will make sense. I mean, everything, like whatever you check, whatever you do, it will make sense. Tone Gravity, good morning. Good morning. I want to buy a microscope for a Microsoft micro soldering. It's not that expensive. I made a video about Temu. With a Temu microscope, it was proper cheap. I think it was like under £50. That one was decent. Yeah. Like $50 or £50. I got to replace the Xbox Series HDMI port soon. Any tips? I mean, it's like straightforward. You can't go wrong. You can't melt anything. You just go max temperature. You come with the heat, you take the port out, then use some low melt solder, mix with the solder from the board. Then you come with the heat from the top. It's not even point coming with the heat from the back. You come with the heat from the top, you lower the temperature to like 380, 370. And yeah, I have a job. 1 second, I have a console here. 1 second. Yeah, I have a lot of like backlog of jobs because because the electricity, we have some issues on the street with electricity. But yeah, I'm planning to catch up. What do you think about digital microscope with optical lens? I mean, all digital microscope, they have optical lens. Clearly, on the front of a sensor, electronic sensor, you have an optical lens. But that doesn't make the microscope optical because you are limited by the resolution of the sensor. So optical microscopes, that's a different story. But you cannot compare optical microscope with digital microscopes. What's your advice when you have fingers like E.T.? Sean, very good question. Tweezers, yeah, tweezers. Tweezers are your friends. Even for myself, tweezers are my best friends, like wires, components, whatever. Yeah. So even if you have like sausages, fingers, you can still manage to do it, yeah, with a tweezer, and you can even make them bigger, yeah, and tweezers, yeah, tweezers. Good morning, morning, guys. Temu, I don't recommend. Why? Why not? Temu, AliExpress, whatever are the same. What's wrong with Temu? I make so many videos with Temu. There are proper genuine people. And at least my wife, she's buying like frequently from Temu. How is your hand? Great. It's healing. Yeah, it's healing. The input MOSFETs can be replaced with any input MOSFETs. When I'm saying input MOSFETs, I'm referring on the first two MOSFETs, but they can be channel P and channel N. Of course, can be replaced with any MOSFET, depends what they are. I mean, usually they are channel N, but you can find also with channel P. Most of the times, like cheap, medium laptops, they have channel N, and more expensive laptops, I think they have channel P. Darius, good morning. Gabriel, nu știu să zic. 1 second. That's a good question. So what you are doing when you are soldering a chip with the other hand? No, you know what? You know what? I think, yeah, that's a good question. I think I'm using this finger, yeah, I'm using this finger to, to be more precise, this one. Because you can't hold the hand in air. If you hold the hand like that, it's not nothing precise. So somehow you have to either on the I think on the board, yeah, because I always feel the heat. You keep the hand and you try to be precise. Yeah, you have to do it. Hand must have a stable point. Exactly, Sylvia. Exactly. Yeah. Morning from Ceres, Greece. Grace. Christos. Yeah, hopefully I will get there on some point. Proper nice town. I mean, I'm speaking about the town itself. We've been like on a hotel and everyone was so friendly. Yeah, nice. Nice. One of the memory I have stuck on mind with Ceres was, my wife, we have like on that point a BMW, a nice BMW coupe, yeah, and I have my motorcycle. So I was with the car. No, my wife was with the car, and my daughter was on the car, obviously, and I was on the motorcycle. So on a red light, she stopped, I stopped, and I was like, like next to her window, speaking and stuff. She left, and she go with the wheel over my foot. Yeah, but it was fine. I didn't get like anything broken, but just was like, I can't believe. Yeah, yeah, that's what happened there. So when you're on a motorcycle, don't stay relaxed with your feet on the ground when you have next a car. So it wasn't serious. No, it was painful, but nothing broken. Morning, guys. Morning. Because my hands are shaking, and I always hold my palm rest on the table. Like I said, try to always have like have a stable point. Yeah, yeah, that's a must. That's a must. You cannot hold the hand in air. Yeah, yeah, you're right. uh, good morning. Good morning. What happened in Greece? Stay in Greece. The minimum resistance measured on the CPU can be like 1, 2 ohms up to like 100, 150. Depends. Kilburich. Morning. What was the crazy damage on the board from another show? I don't remember. I have some from a Romanian guy, a data recovery job a while ago, probably like 1 year, and someone worked there, and one chip was out. It was a complex chip, was some like a power management chip, and like half of the pads, because has solder bolts under, half of the pads was ripped off from the board, and that was the only data recovery job I gave back, and I said, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Yeah. What is the difference between the capacitor you replace and the capacitor you don't replace? Nothing. The only difference, and it is a difference, When I don't replace the capacitor, I get a lot of dislikes. When I'm fitting a capacitor, and I can show you the last video, I don't get that much dislikes. Yeah, that's the only difference. Saludos desde Mexico. Good morning. Pretty strange. You write on Mexicans, but you have a Russian name. Isidro, Lin. I don't remember my Russian. I made Russian in school. What was the hardest repair you have to fix? On the channel, I have the video where actually it was a audio amplifier or no audio something, and that was a hard job. I worked like over 2 hours on that one. I don't know. There are a lot of hard jobs. You must replace the capacitor for that circuit? No, even on the yesterday video, if I didn't replace the capacitor, the laptop was still working fine. Because on a laptop, the track itself is a big capacitor. The layers are built on such a way it's a capacitor. No, even if you don't put the capacitor, I made a video. I removed like 10 capacitors, nothing happened. Yeah. PC repairs, good morning. No name, good morning. What do you do when a customer sends you a laptop with some kind of you know what? I made a video, but I didn't. Yeah, I have a TV with a cockroach on the power socket. We did have before laptops with on the shop with cockroaches, and we bought a spray. When we are charging the customer, so we are charging like £5-10 if we have to use the spray and kill the cockroaches. We had before, yeah. Yeah. Mine was a PS4 bought from eBay, job lot, and had wires from the PSU main to 30 volts, soldered to 12 volts. No, okay. Yeah, that's interesting. PC repairs, good morning. No capacitor, no short capacitor. You know what I'm trying to do? And I made that video and I took out that video. Where actually I was showing, having a capacitor, you have actually less ripple on the power. Capacitors are good. But you have to understand how many capacitors you have on a laptop. Let's say you remove 1, 2, 5. How many you have? When actually the board itself is a big capacitor. So it's not really that much important. That's I'm trying to, because I see on the Discord people, they don't fix it. They don't fix the job because they don't know the value of the capacitor, so they can replace the capacitor. So I'm trying to point, it's not essential. Yeah, just leave it like that. Just, plug it, test it, and it should work fine. Morning, guys. Morning. You don't count the one with the wrong charging adapter? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Is there a place to buy better capacitors? Probably not. But if you want to make it better, just use higher voltage capacitors. I don't know. How Diablo 4 been going? Diablo, you play Diablo like 2 weeks, then that's all. You can't play it more. Because you reach the end of the game, you finish all the content, 2 weeks. 2 weeks is more than enough. Let's say 3 weeks in the best case scenario. So, yeah. I done Pit 140. I'm waiting for the next season. It's not much what you can do. Same like Last Epoch on the same way, and Path of Exile. What class? I play all. 140. I made 140 with the sorcerer with the bug. You know the bug, you just pass through the portal. Yeah, dodgy. If you use 108 watts on a laptop who has 120 watts from factory, is that a problem? Of course not. It's like, okay, if this laptop need 8 amps, can I use 100 amps, 100 amps, 200 amps, 1,000 amps? Yeah, you can. The laptop, it will take how much you need. More power, make no difference. Voltage, yeah, that's a problem. So you have to be careful with the voltage. You cannot raise the voltage. But current, that's not important. Good morning, Søren. Can you share your PC specs? It's bad. I mean, I don't like my PC, but I don't have money for another one. So if you ask me what PC I will build, okay, let me see what I should hide here. Device ID and all the stuff, right? Yeah. That's my PC. I will not recommend this CPU. No. It's bad. Trust me, it is bad. So if I will do like I build an PC with the Ryzen 9800 something 3D. Yeah. This CPU has issues and has issue even on my computer. So I stop, overclocking or adding any, rising the power because I can go to like 360 watts. I do have the cooling for 360 watts CPU power consumption. But the CPU has a lot of issue, and I can see based on the errors, based on what happened. I have USB disconnecting by itself, a lot of stuff, a lot of bad stuff. So if I will change, I will not go to Intel. I will go with AMD on this point. Yeah. So do yourself a favor and look at the AMD. Mati, good morning. Just grab a joint and a coffee, and let's enjoy the morning. You don't have money. Ha! When you have kids, you have hobbies, you have a wife, you don't have money. Clearly. Not the X, the 3D one. It's just, it's more stable. Defective CPU, yeah, they all been defective. It was a big thing online. I think Nexus Gamer made a bunch of videos about the oxidation which is happening inside of the CPU. On the first, I thought, maybe it's something related with the United States, but watching on my CPU, I have games just shutting down by itself. I have Google give me like some black page with some error, and I try everything, and when I'm changing settings on the CPU, then the problem is getting resolved. I'm trying to lower the clocks and stuff. Definitely the only way to start the day. Ha! X3D, yeah. Yeah, because it has that cache which can be accessed quickly. Disconnecting USB, do you have an Asus motherboard? Yeah, I have a Hero 5, I believe. I have a lot of problems. Trust me, I have a lot of problems with this one. Morning, guys. Do you have a WhatsApp group? No, I have a Discord. No wife, but kids and hobbies. No money. Yeah, it's yeah. Uh, next gen ultra CPUs are a lot better. No, I'm okay, Silvio. I'm fine. You know, you can't do the same mistake twice. So no more, no Intel. No, sorry. I'm really sorry to say it. Did you ever you had to use recording material to show a customer exactly the issue? You know what? I have a lot of customers. You know how is it with the customers. If you fix the stuff, customer is happy. If you don't fix their stuff, they don't even reply. You know, they leave bad feedback. I don't know. It can happen. Like, yeah, people are strange. Some people they don't know how to lose. You have to understand. It can't be fixed. If you can fix it, I'll pay for the repair. If anyone can fix your board, you know what I mean. I worked yesterday like over 1 hour on a laptop. Over one. I swear, I try everything. I have a Lenovo Legion. I try everything on that. No, coming on in no picture. I try everything because I was on a video. I'm not recording like with every job, but when I'm recording, I'm trying to go further just to finish the video. Then I have like over 1 hour video and I didn't fix and I try everything, like everything, even reheating the chipset and stuff. I like the X3D, but I need more cores for streaming. Wait, 1 second, Drew. Streaming you do it with the NVENC encoder from NVIDIA, so you stream with a GPU. The NVIDIA chip, yeah, which everyone thinks it's only graphics, is not. Has an encoder there, yeah. So you are using the NVENC encoder from the NVIDIA when you stream, like on my one here. On my one, stream output. You use this. 1 second. I can't change the scene. I can't because I have the window. Okay. PC screen, settings. Um, you use the NVIDIA NVENC H264 H, which is hardware. Yeah, that's what I'm using. So don't worry about this. About having AMD and actually streaming because you stream with the GPU. Reparație iPhone. I believe the same, but it's a good CPU, but you can't do a lot. Every software is for Windows. You know what I mean? My daughter has her MacBook. It's impressive, like 15 hours of battery, like always on, like 15 hours. You know, for a laptop, a performant laptop. If too much heat is dangerous for a working chip, yeah, it is. Why solder gun can't damage? Not sure I understand the question, Georgie. Why solder gun can't damage the chip? Not sure I understand. We're speaking about a working chip or when you solder and desolder actually. Have you ever seen onboard RAM on a laptop looks like it's shorted on the edge, on the side? Okay, this is a strange question. On the edge or on side? On one side. On the RAM, I'm checking the coil. Yeah, the power supply coil. If the coil resistance is fine, I'm not checking around the RAM memory. Kilburich, yeah. Kilburich, sorry. Yeah, 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 a lot of problems. Okay, 45 minutes there. What are the best tweezer you ever used? I mean, those are good. You remember I made the mechanic one from Temu. You remember we made a video about this? Those are good. And I have this, which I got in a present from JFIS, you remember? Yeah, those are good also. Wait, even those are mechanic. Yeah, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so mechanic stuff are good. Yeah. Dodge. When you, that's a very good question, but is the answer is very simple. You hit a chip. Uh, that chip can usually it will not have more temperature compared with the board temperature. So you hit like 400 degrees, the chip has like, probably under 100, and you start heating, and the board temperature is going high, and the chip, temperature is going high, but the chip it will never have the temperature of the hot air. Because the board is sucking the heat badly. So in order to desolder a chip, you have to bring the board to that temperature. But definitely, if you take the chip on the tweezer and you hold the hot air on it, you will burn the chip. Yeah. You don't check pin randos on the RAM? No. No. Just because of that reason. Nah, you'll get confused. You will get on like a rabbit hole. The RAM pins are connected to the CPU. So no, I'm not checking the pins from the RAM. No, I'm checking the main power rail and that's all. Main power rail, the RAM power rail, and that's all. What is mean when the DC machine shows 0 current instead of 0.01? I'm kind of new to this field. Mantis, I said on the beginning of this live stream, the best way to get with your electronic knowledge is learning about how Ohm law, learning about the Ohm law, yeah, but understanding the Ohm law, not actually learning the formula. So as soon as you will understand the Ohm law, you understand the difference between 0.0 and 0.01 is actually the resistance of the laptop. Yeah, that's the difference. Does your miniware screwdriver spin straight and tip twist? Wait, what do you mean? It moves left and right. You sure it's genuine? Maybe some copy. I mean, obviously, if you have to spin it. You see, I'm spinning on one side, one direction, on the other direction. Well, but has no issue. Hi, Roland from Belgium. Thanks for the yeah. Have a wondering if you have combined multimeter PSU. No, you can't have combined because power supply is outputting voltage and current, and maybe I'm checking resistance. But I have probes for multimeter and I have probes for the power supply. Yeah, two different things. Maybe some fake thing, Gabor. Hard to trust, these days. There are so many fake things. So, what are your plans for today, Sunday? Why power supply switching is not good for electronics? I can show you why it's not good. I can show you actually. If there is no genuine power supply, I can use it on my house, like how it is. Let me show you this. Yeah, so check here. This is the light from the microscope. No, I can't see. Sorry. Chat. I have to attach like ferrite cores to get rid of the rubbish, and even with this, it's still radiating rubbish. Just to understand how bad it is. So I have on my monitor, I have on every charger, just to get rid of the rubbish generated by the switching power supply. I mean, okay, I understand they are cheap, they are efficient, but it's just rubbish. Nah, yeah. So if you're looking for efficient, cheap stuff, yeah, switching power supply is the way to go. If you are looking for high quality power supplies, like clean current, then linear power supplies. Playing some games, relax, barbecue today. Programming ESP30 tuning project. That's the Atmega chip. The noise, yeah. Play Stalker to Chernobyl. I seen a game about that. Yeah, I got ferry cores on every lead. It's going even worse. I mean, if I'm well, I mean, with the internet cable is like a proper generator antenna. I spent so much money on ferret cores. Like like you said, like every device from the house has this. Check here, even the audio cables. Even on the audio cables, I have something like that. I mean, everything here has ferret cores. Yeah. Even HDMI cable, HDMI, like it proper crazy. Do you have any smart devices for home? I have Alexa, but not more than that. Okay, Keyboard, I understand. The finance in that game will drive you crazy. Why many today laptops failed chipset? When you think about chipset and CPU, there are millions of transistors, and yeah, it can happen. Like one transistor is dying, then it's gone. Going to ride horses? That should be nice. Playing some games, then work. No, I'm not gonna work Sunday anymore. Nah, last time when I worked, I cut my hand. Yeah. What I learned to do FT8. FT8 ham radio. Anyone doing digital ham radio FT8? Yeah. And I have a map. I'm going to show you what kind of coverage I have here. 1 second. On FT8. No, I can't show you. Yeah, I can. 1 second. Yeah, check here. Check here the map for the FT8. Obviously, my antenna is a hex beam, which is kind of like, yeah, has like 90 degrees angle. So those are my signals across the Europe. That's from yesterday. That's happened yesterday. But when I'm spinning the antenna around the United States, I get a lot from the United States. So yeah, it's doing quite well. And I'm using like 100 watts only. Yeah. So that's my coverage from here. It's interesting. The FT8 is interesting for to figure out the propagation. So yeah. Sinisa, hello from Croatia. Hello. Are you using AI? I was able to see the blow component. How? I really doubt the AI can figure it out a blow component. I mean, I don't know what to say about this stacking the laptop on top of each other, because if the customer will see something like that, they will accuse us for scratching his laptop. It happened before, so not sure. Yeah, funny. ADR is becoming more and more apparent on my internet feed. I told you the AirSpy HF Plus Discovery, best SDR I tested till now. And if you check the specs, which I didn't check before, just I bought it to test it. I have nothing to do with this. I pay for it's not like advertised, but if you check the noise floor, like 140 decibels, and the sensitivity is higher compared with my ICOM 7300. So it is a good radio. I compare it, and it is, but it is good if you combine the radio with the SDR Sharp. Otherwise, it will not be good. SDR Sharp has a great noise reduction filter. What happened with your Helium project? It is dead? Yeah, it's dead. It's dead for a long time. Do you run? Yeah. I take mine down to 80 watts. That's good. That's a good idea, to 80 watts. Yeah, I tried. I never tried FT8, so I installed it like 2 days ago, and I made a few, connections, and yeah, it's kind of boring, but it's good to figure out the propagation. I'm considering traveling to India. Thank you very much for your donation for a short intensive training. No, it's not worth it. Come on, just don't spend your money. Don't spend your money on something like that. Don't spend your money. You want intensive training, then take your time and watch, YouTube videos. Yeah, that's the training. It's nothing else. Bogdan, no, don't spend. It's nothing what you can learn. If you want like a quick progress, The quick progress is, understand the Ohm law, and after that, it's just a practice matter. No, it's not gonna help you spending money on this. FT8 is boring. Prefer to talk. Yeah. Talking. I need time, and I didn't really talk over the radio, but I'm planning to because I'm looking for contesting. Yeah. Just try to check the. I have a friend which is using FT8 for from the same reason, like propagation, testing antenna. You can test antennas. Yeah, if you want like a quick progress, not only understanding the Ohm law, but even to understand, if I'll be to be honest, to make you understand the Ohm law, you'll not understand even if you watch 100 videos. You have actually to practice to see the interaction between the current, the voltage, and the resistance to correlate the voltage drop according with the current consumption. So as soon as you understand, then it's very easy to move forward with the repairs. I will say take your time playing. Yeah, so don't fake stuff. No, just play. Building stuff, building your own stuff from, building your own, drawing your own schematic, yeah, based on what you think. And if that schematic is not working, figure out why it's not working and what you did wrong. Just use that money and take some days off from work and yeah. Can you use ham radio without license? You're joking, right? I mean, it's so easy. So to take like the call sign is so easy. The first the first license, the first one, yeah, the foundation, how it's here, the beginner license, yeah. You get a call sign. It's so easy to ask you. It will ask you stuff like, I don't know, like basic stuff. It's easy. It's easy. You can use without license, but only receiving. You can use without license, but not ham radius bands. You can use, I think, 27 megahertz is free. Then you have 433 megahertz, 70 centimeter band, which is free. But to get like a basic license, it's simple. And now the exam, it's online. You don't have to go anywhere. You know what I mean? You just you pay for the exams with like £20, something like that. And when it's the day and the hour to take the exam, you take the exam online in the front of your computer. It's easy. The first one is easy. Yeah, the other ones is a different story. And now the law, at least here on the UK, the law changes. So now you can use more power with your beginner license, no advanced, intermediate license and advanced one. XXM do a course. I will not take a course for the foundation. You have some, you have online. You can find the exam question sheet. Yeah, so you can have a look on them, and you can't really fail that exam. Do you consider making a video about the charging ID pins? No, coder. No, I'm not planning because I can't. It's complicated. It's extremely complicated. And when I'm saying extremely complicated, it is an extremely complicated thing. So I made a video with Adele when I tried with the oscilloscope to read the signals and stuff, but it's complicated. And when where is digital communication, even an oscilloscope, it will not help you that much. It's complicated. So I would say make yourself a favor, just grab some genuine chargers and forget about that. Resistors is like on a cheap laptops, but not like proper chargers. If we are speaking about proper chargers, then it's a different story. How to fix no display? How to fix no display? I spent yesterday. Where is the recordings? 2 hours. I can't believe that's crazy. So I spent yesterday like 2 hours on this Lenovo. This is the recording, 2 hours and 14 minutes. The recording is 2 hours and 40 minutes on this one. Like trying everything, like programming BIOS, programming the TPM. I don't even want to go there. Nah. If I tell the customer I spent over 2 hours, it will not believe me. You know what I mean? It's the hardest fault to be fixed, yeah? Coming on in a picture is the hardest fault to be fixed. And most likely you will not be able to fix it. When you fix it, you're just lucky. So yeah. Ham can be expensive? No. How can be expensive? Ham can be expensive. Like I said, I pay for my 800 watts amplifier like £375. Yeah. Which is cheap. You don't have to pay like 2,000, 3,000 for amplifier. It was interesting. So you replace a capacitor. Try to make the people happy. Yeah, people are happy. They press the like button, not the dislike one. Yeah. Have you tried to reflow the chipset? How that can help you? If you have like a cracked solder, you come with a hot air around the chipset. I made it on the yesterday video around the chipset, and that it will make things change. So if you have a cracked solder and come with heat around the chipset, and the laptop start working, then yeah, you have a cracked solder. But otherwise, it will not help you. Any good YouTube channel? Yeah, we do have. I have channel Sorin and Diana. Remember, we have some beginner lessons there. Yeah, Sorin and Diana. Where is Sorin and Diana? It's kind of boring because I try to edit less as possible. Sorin and Diana. Oh, the channel is down on my list. Yeah. Try to have a look here for an absolutely beginner guide. Yeah, this one. Yeah, check that. Regarding ham radio. Are so many videos there with ham radio. Where is Diana? She's listening. Diana, she's somewhere in the house. I don't know. Maybe it's out with the dog. You'll be surprised. I know that many people like that. How much spare boards is required to start a repair business? To start the business, nothing. You don't need anything to start a business. Most techs don't replace capacitor of video. Yeah, I know PC repairs. I know. You think I'm not getting jobs from the other shops? Amar, good morning. What job Diana do? Diana, she has like a contract with a game publisher, and she's streaming Metin. She's streaming Metin too, and yeah, that's her job. That's her job. Didi's on the chat. Check there. Check there. Died on playing game. Yeah, that sucks. Maybe I need to start replacing caps. Guys, it's been like 1 hour and 1 minute. I'm gonna stop now. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yeah, Didi's on the chat. Do 1 more hour. I finished my coffee. The idea is to have a coffee together. Okay, guys. I'm gonna stop now. Not sure how is the propagation today. Okay, it's not looking that bad. Maybe I'll do some ham radio later. One second. Let me see.
Ja, dann Mike zu dir, Stefan. Du bist auch 5-5 hier. Nicht besonders
German people.
Ich denke da. Prénom c'est José. 5758. Anyway, justificate the rappers for your 5 and 7. 5 and 70, pardon. Oui, Montreal Mobile. Florida 6 Delta Mike Québec Mobile, c'était un CGG. À bientôt.
Yeah, this guy in mobile means probably it's on the nature.
You've got the photograph of how they managed to squeeze it all through the Great West Door in pieces, obviously, but it all went through, no damage to the cathedral, and it's now ensconced in the nave as a visitor attraction as part of a bigger exhibition about the short seaplane works. So that's what's going on here, Ian. Back to you, Victor Kilo 3, Mike Oscar, Golf 4 Hotel Juliet Echo, with G4 DOQ.
Yeah, fine, Jeremy. Steve, G4, HJ and G4 DOQ, VK3, mate.
Yeah, lot of British people on the ham radio.
Responded to that, but maybe I forgot. I meant to. I didn't send it or something.
And the noise reduction on the SDR Sharp is fantastic. I mean, that's without.
No, thanks for that. Anyway, I'll put it straight over you, Jeremy. G4, and I'll wrap it up on the next one.
G4, those are like big guys.
Back to it in the table.
All ham radios.
G4 DOQ, transmit with G4 HJ VK3 and that.
Heavy people.
California 1 November Oscar.
Tango calling.
Lot of ham radios today.
Marco,
ascoltato per la prima volta.
Italians, a lot of Italians.
10:07 in the morning. You get about 27 reaching a very hot day today. Maybe maximum today 33, I believe. But you know, somewhere in my area it's very hot anyway. VK2 Queen Radio, CT1 Echo Dylan.
Yeah.
Robert.
Okay, I think I have what to do today.
În continuare la Brașov, la Victory, 405 Juliet, cartier Său, Y6, Bravo, Lima Mike.
Romanian people. Ha! Yeah, I cannot hear the other one. Yeah. Okay, guys. Okay. I think I have what to do today. Can this communication be encrypted? Yeah, you have digital. We have digital FT8. I do FT8. You have RTTI. Yeah. Respond to a guy from Brasov. You cannot get on a dialogue if you are not invited, or if the guy doesn't call like CQ. You can't just get into it. Not encrypted. RTTI is not encrypted? I didn't know that. Yeah. Guys, I just want to say, have a beautiful Sunday. Okay? Have fun. Yeah, definitely have fun. Is your roasting burning at 450 or not? It is. It's 450 is getting evaporated. Thank you for being here. Thank you for having a coffee with me. I'm gonna try to upload something if I have time. Yeah, I have to edit. And see you on the next one, right? Yeah, enjoy the day. And thank you for having a coffee with me. Bye, guys. Bye.